This is my fifth video for international students. In the first video, we cover what taxes or deductions you as an international student are liable for and what deductions you can opt out. And in the second video, we cover roughly 6 to 7 tax codes which you as an international student must be aware of to understand your tax liability and do not end up paying a lot of taxes. And also we cover how change in your personal circumstances will affect your tax code and ultimately tax liability. And in the third video, we cover whether or not being an international student, you can start your limited company or you can work or operate as a self-employed. And in the fourth video, we cover what happens if you have a foreign income or gains when you came here in the UK. Do you need to disclose all of these here in the UK and pay taxes on it? So I would highly recommend to watch those videos because this video is all about questions. I will answer over 34 questions. All of these questions we collected from international students coming from different countries. So once you understand the baseline for the international students for tax purposes, then you will be understand these questions, and obviously then you will be in a position to ask a right question. And finally, if you have any question, any topic you don't understand, anything you are facing a challenge, please do not shy to post a comment below in the comment section. I would be more than happy to answer all of your questions. So without a further ado, let's get started. So the first question is, can international students allowed to trade stocks or Forex in the UK? The answer to your question is no, you cannot, unfortunately, since you must register yourself either as a self-employed or as a company to trade, and on student visa you are not permitted to do that. Secondly, when you register your company, you will become a controlling party and you will be in a statutory role. So under student visa restrictions, you cannot do that. However, a follow-up question student often ask is, what about my post-study work permit? Can I trade a stock or Forex when I am on my post-study work permit? So if you are on your PSW, then yes, you can work as a self-employed as well as you can register your company. Bear in mind that both student visa and PSW are separate, so their conditions are also separate. I would highly recommend to watch my video in which I explain conditions attached to student visa. It will definitely add value and help you out to understand these questions. The third question is, I have applied for UTR but I am student. What should be the impact? As I earlier mentioned, until you convert your student visa into PSW, you cannot register yourself as a self-employed. The reason is like HMRC will view it as you are getting your UTR to do a business or operate as a self-employed, which obviously prohibited under student visa conditions. Question number 4 is, as a student, can I do self-employed work, please? No, as a student, you cannot do a self-employed work. But yes, once you convert your visa to PSW, then you can do. Fifth question is, what if I want to start my own homemade food business in the UK on student visa? Is it allowed? The first question you must ask yourself, how will you disclose your income from this business? So there are only two ways to declare your income to HMRC. Either register yourself as a self-employed or register your company. Either way, you cannot do it on student visa. Does it answer your question? Let me know please if you don't understand it. What if I am not working for a company but I am a biggest shareholder of the company? If you are a 10% shareholder of the company, then it means you hold significant control in the company. As per visa restrictions, if you have a significant control in the company, this is prohibited and you cannot do it on your student visa. Next question is, what if I started the business before applying for the student visa? Your business status totally depends on your visa status. As soon as you switch to the student visa, you need to close your business or transfer it to someone else. The reason is you cannot register your business on student visa. However, there is an exception. Let's say you have already applied for a PSW, you haven't received your result yet. So in that case, you can finalize your business plan as soon as home office grants your visa, then register a company. Next question is, I register a company with my Tier 4 visa. However, I haven't traded, I just registered the name. Is this a problem? Yes, of course, it is a problem, unfortunately. Even though your company was dormant, but you still hold a controlling interest and you were a director of the company. So you cannot do it under student visa due to restrictions. Either you must transfer directorship to someone else or close the company. Secondly, I would recommend to watch my video on registering a business on student visa. I already explained these things in detail. If I have registered a company with Companies House during my student visa but never traded, never opened a bank account, will it have an effect on my PSW application? Can it be rejected? I never knew that I was not allowed to do that. Should I strike it off before applying for PSW? Yes, normally when you apply for a PSW, the home office already have an information regarding your activities here in the UK. So if you register your company, so then you already provide your national insurance number for your directorship to register yourself as a director on Company House. So it means Company House already have your information that you have a company in the UK. Even though company was dormant, you haven't opened a bank account, but still you were a statutory role on the company, which is directorship. So it's better either transfer directorship to someone else or strike it off your company. Question number 10. Can I simply be a chief executive of my company, register in another country other than the UK? The first question you must ask yourself is where the permanent establishment of this company is. Either it's in the UK or outside the UK. If you are operating it from the UK, then you must disclose your earnings here. Secondly, if your company is outside the UK, then are you receiving money in the UK? If yes, then you must disclose that here in the UK. Does it answer your question? And now let's connect this with your student visa. Let's say if you are on your student visa and you are a chief executive of a company which is outside the UK and you are receiving money in the UK. In that case, how will you declare your income here in the UK? You must have to file your tax return and declare that. I hope it will answer your question. Otherwise, I would recommend to watch my video on what will happen when you come to the UK and you have a foreign income. Question number 11 is, can I start individual eBay account on my student visa? No, unfortunately, you cannot start your eBay account on your student visa. The reason is like you have to declare your income either by registering as a self-employed or registering a limited company. So in both cases, you are not allowed to do that under your student visa restrictions. Question number 12 is, I am an assistant professor at a university in the UK. I hold the skilled worker visa, remarks restricted work. I want to start selling my services as a facilitator for companies on the site. Do you know if it's possible for me to do that? On the skilled worker visa, you are allowed to do 20 hours in same job code in which you have granted your skilled worker visa. Let's say you are a professor, so you are allowed to do 20 hours within education sector. Like you can set up your education academy. However, being a facilitator for companies is out of the scope for you. So unfortunately, you cannot do it, or it would be helpful if you explain your question a bit in more detail. Question number 13 is, I have finished my studies, so now I am planning to apply for a PSW. Can I plan my business and start doing my business once I grant a PSW? Yes, of course. While you are on your student visa, it's better to utilize that time, formulate your plan, articulate it on a paper with a pen, and once you've designed your strategies and apply for PSW, And once you grant a visa from the home office, then that's a correct time to register your company and start trading. Question number 14 is, can I sell products with a Shopify account as a student on a student visa in the UK? Unfortunately, you cannot do it. Student visa does not permit it. Once you convert your visa on PSW, you can start doing it, but not before. Question number 15 is, can I register for a business at least? Not running or making money. So what I understand from your question is, you want to register a company just for a name purposes, but you don't want to do any trading. It will be a dormant company. Unfortunately, you cannot do it because of the student visa restrictions. The reason is, like, you will be a significant controlling party for your company, plus you will be a director for your company, and under the student visa restrictions you cannot do it. Unfortunately, I'm really sorry about that. Question number 16 is, one of my fears of going self-employed is getting the tax right and managing a business. I know I am good at my job. I don't know how good at the business side of things I would be. It's a side question, but not worries. Don't worry about your taxes. We are always here to help and assist you for your UK taxes. And for all of your information, I have already posted a tax planning series. So the link is up here. So if you watch all of this video, I hope you will definitely get a value and plan your taxes accordingly. However, if you still have any specific question or you want to clear your doubts, then please don't hesitate or shy to leave a comment below in the section. I will be more than happy to answer all of your questions.